This is one that I want to talk about, I think.
So
So if you haven't seen this, you must pick two. You know, speed, cost, and quality. I see this all the time.
you have to pick two.
You have to pick two. So will you explain this? What does this mean? If
So-
somebody hasn't seen this before, what's the concept? Why is it here?
The concept is that you can never get all three at once, right? And there's a lot of little diagrams that I saw when I was putting this together that, they had like a little impossible symbol in the middle, which I don't think it is impossible to give them, speed, quality, and cost at once, but we'll get into that here in a second. But anyway, so like if it's done quickly, right, then your costs are going to be high, your quality is going to be low, right? Because you're speeding through the job. And so that's the perception that leaves. If you want high quality, your costs are going to be good, but it's going to take a long time, right? Everybody's seen the picture of the horse. This is the $10 designer, this is the $100 designer, this is the $1,000 designer, right? Where you see like the different, levels of quality there. And then obviously the cost, if it's done too quickly, you can't get your cost low. If it's done too high quality, you can't get your cost low. And so there's the notion out there that you have to pick two in business.
I would say this makes sense on the surface, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it really is, because generally being done faster at higher quality is more expensive to do, right?
Yep.
And if you want to lower costs, you've got to chip away at being able to just pump it out quickly, so that might lower quality, or your low cost and high quality does, like, it's hard to do that fast.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think there's a lot of people who live by this. I think there's probably 10,000 sign shops and print shops in the US with this, like, on the door as you walk in, pick your two. I disagree with this a little bit.
Well, we have the secret sauce that for $349 a week for the next 72 years, we will give the secret sauce to you that tells you how to, no, I'm just kidding.
How to do all three.
Just
Well,
kidding.
here it is. This is how you do all three. You focus, right?
Yep.
You focus, you bring down what you're doing, you specialize, you get really good at something. If you think about companies, I'm going to throw something out here you might think is controversial here, but let's think about like Chipotle or McDonald's, or I like restaurants because we all can kind of understand, we all eat. I would say Chipotle has done this, right? You get really high value, it's low cost for as much protein and the nutritional value of what you're getting. It's very high quality and it's fast. It's right in front of you, right? They're just chopping it up, they're doing it. But why are they able to do that? Well, you can't go to Chipotle and order a cheeseburger. You can't go order, a filet ready to go for you. You don't get silverware, right? They have really locked down what they offer. If you really look at their menu and the ingredients they have, it's very few. You go into a world-class kitchen, they might have just tons and tons of ingredients available for making all these different dishes. Or let's not talk about Cheesecake Factory, right? And they're like Bible of a menu they have and all these options. Chipotle has nailed this, and it's because what they've actually eliminated is something that's unspoken, and that's just all the other stuff. They've really focused on a very specific client. They focused on offering them a very specific product. And so when you do that, I think we've done this with yard signs, right? We're very fast, next day production.
Trying to be.
Yeah. Our cost is very competitive on them. And I think our quality is really good, and we're continuously trying to improve that. So don't be too hard on us here, but I think we can do this by specializing and focusing on a certain product. And then for us, it's a very specific group of customers, right? We only sell to the trade. And so that's not a pitch. I'm just telling you, we have been able to grow because we've eliminated, a lot. We really understand who we sell to. So this is, maybe a local shop in a small town, and you're the only print shop or only sign shop in a small town. Well, don't try and get into e-commerce, right? Don't take that. Your competitive advantage is your location.
You're there.
Right there. You're there with those people. You know these owners. They trust you. You're talking to the local businesses, right?
Which that's a whole topic on itself, whether or not to be in e-commerce and whether or not that's worth it.
Yeah, we probably do a live stream on that too. But I'm just, I see these, and it's like, oh, there's an opportunity here, there's an opportunity there, there's an opportunity here to sell to all these different categories that you don't understand. Well, that's when the you must pick two triangle, really comes in, because you're not specializing in anything. You're not getting really, really good at a handful of things. Our most successful clients are really, really good at a handful of things. The people who are buying hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stuff from us, you go and figure out who they are darn good at like three things, right?
Yeah.
And they're selling the heck out of it. And one of those things might be e-commerce, or one of those things, marketing to a specific group of people, or but they figure that out. And